Hola, hola, Pepsi Cola from South Tenerife. I was not planning on coming to Tenerife. When I was in Marrakesh, I met a bearded German man. This is Wolfgang. Hello. And he said he was going to, I met him in Marrakesh and he said he was going to go to Tenerife and he invited me to come. So we're now doing, we just picked up a rental car. We're going to do a road trip for today and also tomorrow. So right now we're heading up the northwestern coast of Tenerife, and tomorrow we'll be doing the northeastern coast. So right now the first stop is we're going to go to Las Americas, where apparently there's just a lot of drunk British people. So yeah, we'll see that. And then maybe we will go up and there's some like cliffs on the by the ocean there, Los Gigantes. So also we'll probably see that today. Yeah, I did not film anything when I was in Morocco because I've confirmed from multiple sources while I was there that locals really do not like people like taking pictures of stuff. They don't like people like making videos. They don't like to like show their face and stuff like that. So just, I thought it would be in bad taste to kind of disrespect them like that. So I did take like a lot of like photos just on my iPhone, but no videos. Yeah. So I think after this is our last 2 days, so I think after we're done this, I think we're going to either fly or take a ferry to Gran Canaria, another one of the Canary Islands. So this is Spain. We are, you know, we're using the euro. It's like, you know, you see the roads, it's very well maintained, like any other European city. But geographically we are in Africa. So we're just off the western coast of Africa, just off the coast of Morocco. There's like a little collection of islands, the Canary Islands, owned by Spain. So yeah, come along and join us, and I'll show you a road trip through Tenerife. So we made it to the beach here in Las Americas. This is like the parking lot. And this is a lot bigger than we're staying. We're staying in El Medano, about a 20-minute drive from here. So while I'm walking along here, let me tell you a little bit about my experience in Morocco. So first I went from Toronto. I laid over in Warsaw, Poland for about 4 hours. I went to Cairo for about 6 weeks, saw the pyramids of Giza, saw the pyramid of Djoser, and a bunch of other Egyptian civilization monuments and things like this that are also thousands of years old. And I saw a lot of Egyptian history museums and experienced life in the crazy busy city of Cairo. Then I flew to Casablanca, which is a beautiful French colonial inspired city. That it was from like the early 1900s. The French were there, and like, you know, everybody speaks French. You have these big white French colonial buildings. They have like, you know, like people just like cafes everywhere, and people just like sitting outside drinking coffee all day. And you know, they have great bread, they have amazing pastries, like very much like French influenced. I would say I've never been to Paris myself yet, but from what I've seen and heard, I would say that Casablanca is the Paris of the Arab world. That's what it felt like to me anyway. The influence is that heavy. Then I took a train to Marrakesh, a 2.5-hour train. Very decent, very smooth, speedy process, no issues there. Arrived in Marrakesh, walked from the train station to my hostel for about 45 minutes. Got lost in the Medina almost every day. It's literally just like a maze. It's like a walled city, and then inside it's just like a labyrinth of shops and like little alleys and things like that. And I guess that's like the allure. Like everybody always goes to Marrakesh. It's it's a very touristy city, but it's also a very tough city. There's a lot of people just like they're just out for the scam the tourists, like, you know, it's like one of those places. And like even at the hostel they tell you, like, you know, whatever somebody quotes you like a price on, pay like less than half of what they say, because the prices are like super inflated, because they know like everybody that is coming there, they're all from Europe. They're all like, yeah, like English, French, German, Spanish, Italian, like European countries with more wealth. So I did not enjoy my time in Marrakesh too much. It was just too many motorbikes riding really fast down those narrow alleys, and like really just like annoying, and I don't know. Anyway, so when Wolfgang asked me to come to Tenerife, I said yes, because it was a much needed break from the madness of the Medina. So I ended up booking my flight and the accommodation like literally the night before we were supposed to leave. So it was a very like last minute thing. Wow. Very nice. So it's winter time here, but the temperature is still like 20. I think like yesterday it even went up to like 25. So like the sun's out. In the morning and in the night it does cool down quite a bit, but like during the day like this, it's just absolutely perfect. It's not cold, it's not too hot, it's just right. So winter time is a great time to come to South Tenerife. The north is quite a bit colder, of course, but in the south where we are right now, it's excellent. I do recommend it. So now we're back on the road from Las Americas, and we decided to take the country road, not the highway, to Masca now. We got like a pretty cool view of like mountains and stuff in the distance. It is actually quite a mountainous island with like a lot of elevation in the middle, but then it drops into all like beaches around the perimeter. Pretty cool. And there's also a volcano on the island. Do you know the name of the volcano? Oh, Tiede. The volcano is called Tiede, and it's right in the center of the island. So we're gonna go to Masca now, and then I'll show you what's going on there. So now we're kind of driving through the mountains to Masca, and there's a lot of fog on the horizon, and it's a lot colder here. When we were in Las Americas like 20 minutes ago, it was like 25 degrees, and now it's 13.5 degrees. So the temperature dropped significantly going up here. Yeah. So it just shows you that this island has a lot of weather variability. Whoa, check out this view. We're really getting up there in the mountains now. This is awesome. It's fucking cold up here though, man, what a difference. We were only on the road for like 20 minutes. Went from like 25 to 13. But here we can just see the Atlantic Ocean in the background and all these like cliffs and stuff. This is great. I think on the way to Masca we're just gonna see more and more of this until we get to Los Gigantes. So we left the area of Masca now. So now basically this is El Gigantes, and just on the other side of this is the Atlantic Ocean. So these are the Gigantes, the giant mountains, I guess they would call them, that overlook the Atlantic, and it's just like huge cliffs that that go down there. So yeah, they are really really high, really massive. That's our rental car right there. Then you got like some like little village, little maybe houses, probably a couple cafes and stuff as well. But yeah, really cool, man. When people think of Tenerife, you know, they think of like beaches and that kind of climate, but there is also these foggy mountains. It's quite cold up here as well. So we're gonna keep going on, see where we end up. We're not even sure. We're just trying to figure it out as we're driving with the GPS on. So cool little road trip here in Tenerife. So now the mountains kind of opened up, and like I was saying, so see, that's the Atlantic Ocean there. So we are basically just right in the middle of Los Gigantes right now. Wow, spectacular, spectacular view. Wow, look at that. It is windy up here, cold and windy. What do you think, Wolf? Spectacular.
Different.
Very different from El Medano.
That's
La Gomera, yeah. Wolfgang got a cactus pear. Ooh, but how did it taste though? Oh, a cactus fig. Ah, I see why they call it, you were calling it a cactus fig. It looks like a fig on the inside with all that. Oh, I think I will pass. You said the spines got in your mouth and shit. But what can you describe the taste like though?
It's mild.
It's mild, eh? Maybe it's not ripe.
Juicy, fresh.
Yeah. When I was in Marrakesh though, I saw them selling these in the street, but they were like a purple color. Maybe the purple is maybe when they're ripe, and this is maybe underripe because it's kind of still green. Overripe. Really? Okay. Free snacks here in Tenerife. Let's go. So we came into a little supermarket. I just want to show you guys the prices of things. So got a bottle of wine, €1.35, €2.95, €1.75, $3.75, $4.25, $2.95. Like very cheap with the bottles of wine. Okay. The Spanish are doing something right. Okay. Let's check for the price of a beer. 80 € for one. I think it's for one beer. Yeah. It's like 85 € for one beer. So that's like $1 and something Canadian, $1.20 or something. Good prices, good prices. Wolfgang, what are you doing? Brushing your teeth? He's got all the spines in from the cactus fig. He's trying to get it out now. We came to the supermarket to buy a toothbrush and toothpaste and water. So he's trying to cleanse himself now. Now I think we're gonna try to look for a restaurant down, go down more, and see if there's any neighborhoods with somewhere to have lunch. So we'll see, we get some good food around here in the mountains. So my recommendation was tapas, but the German wanted American food. The good news is the beer was only €2. And who can resist a chicken wing? So we're in Garachicos now, and we're gonna go to, I think, try to find like a beach somewhere around here. Got this pretty cool like rock, big old rock boulder sticking out of the water. And here we have all the concrete wave breakers so that the waves don't come onto shore here. So we're just at like the bottom of all the hills now. And I think now we will drive a little bit farther north to find a beach, possibly. We will see. The road trip continues. So we're in the northern part of the island now, and this is Maria Jimenez Beach in the Santa Cruz area. So we're going to take a little rest here for about maybe like an hour, just soak in the waves here. The waves are coming in a little bit strong, which is kind of cool. Nice fit, nice scenery. And it's a black sand beach. In El Madano, it's also a black sand beach, but this looks like finer. Let's go and find a spot. Vamos a la playa. So we made it to the beach. Look at this sand. It's very black. Because I think of the volcano, that's why the sand. So this is like volcanic sand, basically. Yeah, it's very black sand. But yeah, the ocean is so nice. We got like the little town over there. There's like some rocky bits. Wow. So we're gonna chill here for a bit, and then we're going to continue driving south down the eastern coast of the island and make it back down to El Madano. So basically in one day we went around the whole island. You can do it in a lot less time, but we made a few stops, so pretty cool, pretty cool. There's a lot to see though. There's a lot, probably a lot more than what we did, but the mountainous landscape was a good different change of scenery from the beach. So, oh, that was a big wave. Driving back to El Madano now. Tomorrow we're going to check out the volcano Tiede, which would be a much shorter drive because we're not going to go around the perimeter of the island. We're just going to go kind of straight up into where the volcano is. I don't know if it's actually like a volcano or it's just probably just going to look like a bunch of mountains again, probably something like that, but we will see. So the road trip of Tenerife continues tomorrow. See you then. So it's the next morning here in El Madano. A bit of a rainy morning. This is what the beach looks like. It goes all the way down there and around, and there's like a little like hilltop there, and then along here is a bunch of bars and restaurants. We just had breakfast here, so now we're going to pick up the car that we left in the parking lot across the street from my hostel, so that was convenient. And hopefully the rain clears up because we are planning to take a peek at Mount Tiede. It's a volcano, not an active one, but we did see yesterday from the distance it had like a snow-capped peak. So we're gonna try to take a look at that today. So instead of driving the perimeter like we did yesterday, we're just pretty much just gonna go drive centrally through the island, and that's where Mount Tiede will be. Okay, so let's go pick up the car and let's get on the road. So we just pulled over in front of National Park Roques de Garcia. So there's some like cliffs sticking out of the kind of like the desert here, and we are in we're at over 2,000 meters above sea level here. So there's some really high like mountainous areas around us, and it's like kind of like a desert, and we have these like magnificent rocks sticking up out of here. The rain stopped a little bit. It's like really cold up here though. It's just like spitting a little. So hopefully it'll subside by the time we get higher. So here's a really good view at the valley here and the snow-capped peaks in the background. So this is all volcanic. The volcano is right up there, and all the rocks and stuff and the sand, you can tell it's from the volcano, which probably erupted maybe, you know, hundreds or even thousands of years ago, but who knows. But yeah, even the black sand you see on the beaches is also volcanic sand. So it's like much like Hawaii in that sense, where it's all volcanic soil. I've even seen a lot of like vineyards and stuff on the way up here, so I guess the soil is very fertile from that as well.
It is like Spätzle.
It is like Spätzle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. So while Wolfgang is enjoying his German lunch, I will show you the spectacular view we have of Mount Tiede in the background of this restaurant. So we say Mount Tiede, but it's also a volcano, so it goes both ways. Like most Spanish people, they go both ways. Yeah, so that's it. That's where lava would have been spewing out and creating this landscape hundreds of years ago, possibly thousands of years ago. Yes. Great view from this place. So we just pulled over on the side of the road here, and we realized that we're at such an altitude that we're actually higher than the clouds. So we're all the way up here driving on this highway, and the clouds are all the way down there. Absolutely spectacular view. Wow. I did not know that Tenerife was going to be like this. I thought that I was just going to come and lay on a beach for 5 days, but there's so much more to see and do on this island that a lot of people probably don't even realize. Wow. We have these rolling hills here, and we have this like fog that's dissipating here as the sun comes out. It stopped raining about like an hour or two ago, so now the sun's out, so the fog's evaporating, and wow, what an incredible view. Wolfgang, this is a moment, huh? Wow. So we found a little secluded beach here. We're the only ones out here. We went from 2,000 plus meters above sea level to literally at sea level now. So the plan for tomorrow is we're going to return the rental car at Tenerife Airport South, and then we will take 2 buses to Tenerife Airport North, and then we will take a 30-minute flight on a propeller plane to Las Palmas, Gran Canaria. We're gonna stay there for a few days. I think that's like the capital of all of the Canary Islands. So there should be more of a historic center and things to see and such. And then from there, who knows? I think we're gonna go for dinner now. I'll probably end it here because this is a really nice scene. So the sun is about to set. Nice way to end the video. Nice way to end the 2-day Tenerife road trip. This island had a lot more to experience than I thought. More than just beaches. Very, very high mountain peaks as well with snow on them. I was not expecting that at all. Really, really cool stuff in Tenerife. All right. See you in the next one.